Hey guys, Ron here. Hope everyone's well. This is a little unusual. I debated whether I should do this video because, as I feared, because when I looked on Google Maps, the home I'm going to show you is currently under construction. But I'm going to show you the former site, at least the construction site. And I think it's the main guts of the house are the same as when actor Eddie Albert lived there. I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the neighborhood. I'm going to show you, I debated this, whether I should do this or not. I happen to be in the area, and I figured, you know what, I'm going to show them anyway. And you guys, if you send me a lot of comments to say a house under construction is not worth looking at, I'll erase it. But I'll show you the neighborhood nonetheless, and we'll talk about Eddie Albert a little bit. Actually, my first Eddie Albert story is that, of course, we mostly know him from Green Acres, the iconic TV comedy of the 60s. But you know, he was a dramatic actor for many, many years before that. And then actually he was in, I think it was 1974 in The Longest Yard, the Burt Reynolds film, and he was played a really good bad guy as the warden of the prison there. But my sort of connection with it is not necessarily about Eddie Albert, but it's about Green Acres. And at one point, I was working for Warner Brothers Studios, not on the lot though, in Burbank, out in the San Fernando Valley, the Annex building. And in the same building with us was WEA, which is Warner Elektra Atlantic. It's the music division of Warner Brothers. And I got to be friendly with a girl whose last name is Moore. And her father, she told me, was Alvy Moore. And Alvy Moore played Mr. Kimball on Green Acres. And Mr. Kimball was a guy who would say, oh, hi, Mr. Douglas. Nice day, isn't it? Well, not exactly a nice day. And, you know, invariably, Eddie Albert would say, Kimball, just get to the point. Great comedy. Anyway, so one day Alvy Moore came by to see his daughter, and his daughter came over to me and said, hey, my dad's here if you'd like to meet him. I said, I'd love to meet him. You know, he probably thought, he was kind of an older guy then. He probably thought, who still remembers me? But we had a great chat, and he agreed with me that Green Acres was done in like a surreal style. I mean, the writers were probably, dropping acid every day. It was almost like Alice in Wonderland, very surreal, very like earthly, but not. In fact, I reminded him, I think, of an episode of Green Acres where Lisa, playing the wife of Mr. Douglas, which was Ava Gabor, and I have a story about Ava Gabor too. Very dear friend of mine lives in the house in Palm Springs, and he has all his life where Ava Gabor used to live. So people still drive by and probably do what I'm doing, probably still vlog the house. Anyway, but Ava Gabor, in this particular scene in Green Acres, she's talking and there's subtitles underneath her. I think Arnold the pig might be there too, but later she says to her husband, to Eddie Albert, I'm just talking to the subtitles. He says, what are you subtitles? What are you talking about? So it always took a leap from reality, which I really appreciated. Beautiful, great comedy. Anyway, this is the construction site here. It's just a construction site. But like I say, I do think the main parts of the home are the same as they were. And again, if you guys feel cheated, I hate doing this. And like I said, I never go to a home. I have many homes I've looked at where I have an address, but I don't 100% trust it because in the records I can't really verify it, so I won't go there, even though it could have been. I like to be 1,000% accurate. And along those lines, I wouldn't film a construction site except for the fact that I'm here, I wanted to do it, it's my last stop of the day, and I really love the acting of Eddie Albert, and I love Green Acres, for which he's most famous for, even though he was acting for decades before that. And I'll show you the neighborhood. Like I said many times, along with these, with celebrities mainly, they their vesting in the property or on title is hidden behind an LLC or the corporation, so you can't tell that it's them. So it's just the landscape just the construction guys here, probably wondering why I'm filming. It's a beautiful neighborhood, nowhere to park at all on this street. I don't know why. Half of Los Angeles is under construction, especially the larger homes, the neighborhoods that are very upscale. It's funny because I was reading about somebody saying how they were, oh, here comes somebody with dogs. I was reading about somebody who was saying that they went past what's supposedly Steven Spielberg's house, and I've done it too, and they were talking about the large white robotic looking cameras, security cameras that follow you everywhere, and I've seen those as well at that particular house. So, you know, you never know where you're going. I mean, you know where you're going, but it depends on what you're going to see and what they want you to see. So again, I apologize for the second time. It's just a construction site. But again, I believe that this isn't too far off from what the house was originally. And you can kind of see the neighborhood here. This beautiful neighborhood. This is Pacific Palisades. Looks like the guys are going to lunch now. I just caught them. Oh, there's a good view. I just caught them as they're going to lunch. But it's Pacific Palisades, and I'd say except for Beverly Hills, Pacific Palisades is probably the second most popular location for celebrities to want to live, both past and present. I don't speak Spanish, but I have a feeling they may be talking about me. Or I may be paranoid. I mean, I took 4 years of Spanish in high school, but I didn't retain much. And that was a long time ago. Maybe I would have retained French if I would have taken that, but no need for that here. Okay, folks, well, I've been busy and haven't been able to film the last few days. So I wanted to give you this one today. This beautiful home. And I love this. These guys really want you to know for sure that it's 694, that's the address. So there's construction everywhere. Anyway, again, and I say this all the time, Eddie Albert was of that generation that to me really had gravitas. You know, World War II generation guys that really had a lot of just real powerful screen presence. This is just that generation. They were much more stoic. It was a different mentality, at least for men, much more stoic, and kind of the Bill Holdens and Clint Eastwood. Well, Clint Eastwood came a little bit later. Eddie Albert, of course, that whole generation. Probably first film he ever did, or Green Acres, probably first time he wasn't wearing a suit and tie. Because that's how guys used to dress in every role that he played. All right, folks, well, I guess I'll let it go there. Look at these beautiful homes, huh? So my name is Ron. Thank you very much for watching and listening. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please hit the little bell icon next to the subscription button, and you'll get notifications as to when I post. And please leave comments in the comment section if you see fit. I do appreciate it. And the most important thing is please give the channel likes, folks. Really appreciate that, because that's what moves the channel along big time. Thanks very much, and I'll see you at the next location. Bye-bye.